Hi, I'm Jessica Sweeney. I'm the lead instructor for the product management course at UC San Diego Extension. We can improve on how product management training happens today. What we do today is mostly self-taught, just in time and on the job, so that we learn things on our own by searching out resources right when we need them. The first time that we need to set pricing for our new product is usually the time when we learn to set pricing. And when we've scheduled our customer on-site visit to do some interviews, that might be when we find out what the best practices are for doing interviews. It works up to a point, but it leaves us with gaps in our knowledge and a kind of lack of confidence that comes from not always knowing what we don't know. It was William Pollard, an American physicist, who said, "Learning and innovation go hand in hand. The arrogance of success is to think that what you did yesterday will be sufficient for tomorrow." But we can apply that same thinking to the way that we learn to do product management. We can do better for the next generation of product managers than we did previously. When we're training product managers, there's a couple of things we try. Seminars and workshops seem like a great way to get a team up to speed quickly. But in the end, those workshops and boot camps and intensives end up being like drinking from the fire hose. It's so much information at one time that lots of it just lands on the ground. And more importantly, when we get back to the office, we've got a head full of 1,000 things we need to do better that we can't all apply that next day. So the change that needs to happen to improve the way we do product management happens over time in collaboration with other departments. And a boot camp just gives us an overwhelming list of things we need to change all at once. Chris Gale, one of the founding engineers at Yammer, said it best: "The value is in what gets used, not in what gets built." So how do we create an opportunity for product managers to learn best practices for product management and to drive change at the office to make sure those best practices are applied? We need a structured approach to product management that is progressive. And one thing we won't throw out from the old way of doing things, it needs to be incorporated on the job. With the product management course at UC San Diego Extension, we're taking the course in 2-week sprints, where students will have the opportunity from the very first day to apply their concepts at work, to learn in structured blocks that give the opportunity for plenty of practice and retention, and most importantly, drive change in the office. This course covers the complete product management lifecycle, which we can think of in terms of the questions that a product manager is responsible for asking. The first, thinking about product strategy and research, might be, how do we know what market and product to focus on? Or how do we identify who will buy our offering? As we think about product planning and delivery, product managers are responsible for knowing, how do we know if we have a potential winner? Or how do we build a competitive advantage? And finally, for growth and marketing, we have to answer the question of how we establish memorable concepts that speak to the problems buyers have. Or how do we even tell our buyers that we've solved the problem so that they buy from us? Not every product manager is responsible for every part of the product management lifecycle, but an understanding of the concepts and practice at using best practices makes every member of the team stronger.
You as a student will be able to gather and use customer insights to guide product strategy, analyze the financial, competitive, and growth prospects for a sector. You'll define and prioritize a minimum viable solution. You'll know how to use best practice frameworks to organize, prioritize, and communicate work. You'll have a deep understanding of what buyers care about and use that to create a compelling go-to-market plan. You will develop the confidence to lead product teams and to inspire the stakeholders and collaborators that you work with in your company.
Our class will meet over 6 months, starting with strategy and research in the first 2, moving to planning and delivery in the second 2, and our last 2 months looking at marketing and growth. We'll be working in 2-week sprints, which gives plenty of time for us to learn the concepts, apply them at the office, and come back together as a class to deepen our understanding. Coursework will include group work, discussions, and lectures by experienced practitioners. Assignments are meant to use your team's real-world work to give them immediate practice in applying concepts at the office. Our class meetings are Saturday and Monday, and we'll have some online self-paced modules you can do at home or at the office. The course is 11 credits over 2 quarters, so you can expect 110 hours of instruction and about 220 hours of out-of-class work. You may find assignments can be completed within the context of your current responsibilities during work time. To get the most out of this class, students should be in a product-focused role. Now, not everybody has the word product in their title, so whether you're a product manager, an engineer, a marketer, this course can help you. Students will have at least a year's work experience, and they'll come from industries throughout San Diego: manufacturing, biotech, consumer products, software, retail, creating opportunities for benchmarking and creative problem solving. The student supervisor will also benefit from their participation in the program. Each student's course sponsor will receive an email from me for each sprint, talking about what the class is learning and what the exercises are for that topic, so that you can turn the conversation about what you learned into a conversation about how to apply that here. We'll also be hosting networking events and special events designed to help both students and their managers to connect with other product people from all the participating companies. Herbert Spencer, an English scientist, said, "The great aim of education is not knowledge, but action." So what next? Your action. Go to the UC San Diego Extension website to apply to the product management course. I hope you do, and I'll see you soon.